It's going to be so good. All right. Are you guys ready for this?
Oh, so ready.
But
I am so ready, dude. I'm so ready right now.
Okay.
You don't even know how much podcast I'm ready for. Go.
All right.
So let's do it.
Go. All right, back on topic. Today we are doing Jira bought a browser. Unironically, yesterday, Jira.
Can I
Atlassian-
say,
Yeah.
I'm going to technically and actually you right now, they bought 2 browsers.
Oh, true. They did. They
Arc
bought
and Dia's
one
nuts,
company,
okay?
2
Those
browsers.
suck.
Yeah, tell him, Trent. Tell him.
Okay, so this is more. Okay, so the reason why I want to bring this up isn't because I think this topic is the single most interesting topic. I just want to see Casey get confused. Like, that's actually my primary reason for bringing this one up to the stand-up.
Oh, he's
which
confused.
is all right. So yesterday, Atlassian. Casey, are you familiar with Atlassian and some of the wonderful tools they have created?
No, I do. I have heard of them vaguely. I am like vaguely aware, right? I know they do some like Git-like thing. Trash, I think, before had said it was Bitbucket, which, if I remember correctly, was like a like that was before Git. That was what they used before they stiffed Linux on it, right?
That was like Bit Enforcer, or Bit Warden, or Bit something.
Is
Okay.
it
It
GitLab
was
or
something
Bitbucket?
different.
It's one of those, man.
No. Atlassian owns Bitbucket that became Stash.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
okay,
we use that. That thing
What
sucks.
was there? So originally, way back when, before all y'alls was born, the kernel team for like so Linus like started using
The
this.
tech tips guy?
No, yes, the Linus Tech Tips, the guy who wrote the Linux operating system.
I'm not gonna lie, I used to mix those two up all the time.
BitKeeper. Casey, it's BitKeeper was the
BitKeeper,
thing.
okay.
And it wasn't Linus that did that. It's somebody on Linux team broke the terms of service with BitKeeper and reverse engineered their protocol. And they said they wouldn't. And that's what caused them to have to switch, because then they were getting dropped.
Well, I just meant that's what made Linus write Git, right? Is they were like, all right, I guess we got to do our own thing now. That was the only thing I remember. Okay, so that was BitKeeper. So that means I literally have no idea what this company does. I knew I knew they did some
Casey?
kind of like Git-like thing. I have no idea. Never touched it.
There's going to
Honestly,
be
you're
a
the luckiest person
confluence
in the
of
world.
feature.
Go for it. No, TJ has
Dang
to go.
it! Dang it, Trash!
That ruined it.
Ah!
It was so good. Trash, you
Josh,
ruined it.
run it back for me.
I never said anything.
Use AI to make this work, Josh.
There's going to be a confluence of features like you've never seen before. Something like that. I don't remember what I was going to say because I got too mad.
Hey, Casey,
Yeah.
you're going to have a confluence of
Trello.
ticketing. Trello. Oh, yes. Okay. So, Casey, they make Confluence, which is like the
Trello.
world's worst wiki. So, if you're not familiar with like wikis, somehow Confluence is the only known like product that you cannot search with. That is meant to be for searching for documents for teams to use, except in the search bar autocomplete. Search bar autocomplete. Anybody, please type 1 in chat. To say it in the YouTube comments right now. The autocomplete is the best search of all time, and then everything else about Confluence you cannot use at all. It's just absolutely garbage. It is crazy.
Everything's garbage.
I heard
about it.
I heard after Elon bought X, the entire search team went over to Confluence. That's what I heard.
Confluence search is worse than Twitter. Like objectively worse.
actually worse.
It's objectively worse.
He didn't think it was possible, but it's worse.
They've managed to figure out how to make something that shows
So-
none of the words you type in.
Casey, you know everything you love about corporate enterprise culture and software?
Yeah.
So it turns
Yeah.
out, you know how like Frito-Lay owns every snack you find in the grocery store?
Yep.
Like even if there's 7 different ones? Atlassian is the Frito-Lay of enterprise software. You're
I
like,
see.
oh my goodness, I can't believe that they're taking 17 minutes to load up this custom page with 37 different tags for every single ticket that they have with story points and t-shirt sizes, and everybody has 13 ways to interact with the ticket. That thing is also made by the same people that can't figure out how to search text in your wiki. Same people.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Dude.
Makes
And
sense.
they also do Stash, which Stash is actually the objectively worst version of GitHub. Which I know that is shocking to say. But
For now.
So since they had nothing to do with BitKeeper, which is the only thing I actually vaguely knew, because we looked at it briefly at RAD at the time, way back when, before Git existed. So Bitbucket, which I guess is now Stash, is what exactly? Are they literally just running Git with the front end on top of it, or what is it?
It's
Just
just GitHub.
imagine GitHub for corporations. Private hosted GitHub for corporations.
Isn't GitHub also for corporations?
This was before, and plus you get to own it, so it's not like like it's like self-hosted. That's one of the big differences, is that you can you can commercially self-host your version of it, so that way you own everything. Whereas GitHub's like, we own everything. You get to say you get your own little slice on our stuff.
Right. We won't show it to anyone else except us.
Yeah, except for Copilot. Copilot will love your stuff.
Yeah.
Dude,
and anyone in our company who wants to look at it.
You can self-host GitHub. Okay, well, this was at one point you couldn't. That's this was the thing. But
What were you saying, Trash?
all right, we're getting kind of distracted.
Well, Teach brought up Frito-Lay, so I Googled what Frito-Lay owns, and they make all my favorite chips. It's amazing.
Which are
Sun Chips,
okay.
Doritos,
Yes!
All right.
sour
Sun
cream and
Chips!
onion Ruffles,
Hey, someone clip this.
Smart Food, white cheddar popcorn,
Yep, that's a good one.
Cheetos, Tostitos, salsa.
Were you
Come
about to
on!
say tortillas? Trash, be honest.
love me
it
some
sounded like you
tortillas.
were halfway to tortilla.
Some
You were
vaginas
very
and tortillas?
Look, if it's a
I'm a big fan
flotilla,
of
it's a
chicken
tortilla.
vaginas.
Like, they're spelled the same way.
Chicken vagina on a tortilla, please.
Delicious.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so that is what Atlassian is. They've always built developer productivity, very heavy air quotes on the word
Right.
productivity tools.
Right.
But it's always been
Right.
enterprise-focused productivity. And yesterday,
Okay.
the CEO drops a 2-minute video on why they acquired a browser.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you the best quote I personally think of the video,
Okay.
which is,
I already know.
some people use browsers to browse,
Hence the
whereas
name.
other people use browsers to work.
Okay.
And that's why we spent $610 million in an all-cash offer to acquire this company with one product that people loved but they abandoned, and a new AI one that all I can find is people who hate.
And hold on, but so at first I thought, holy cow, they spent a lot of money, cash on hand money, to be able to buy this. But then I realized Windsurf, which is a tertiary clone of VS Code, sold for like $3+ billion.
Except it didn't, right? Wasn't it more like they just took the people and literally left Windsurf with the
No,
company or something?
Google did that, but then Devin bought the rest. So Google got one part of it, and Devin got the other part. Google took the
They got
parents.
two
Devin took the
Christmases now.
kids. Yeah, they have two Christmases
at
now. Very,
Windsurf.
very confusing.
So here's what I would like to know, if I may ask. In this particular case, based on everything you said about this company, who cannot implement text search properly, I'm guessing they did not actually write a browser. So
No,
is this just like we reskinned, WebKit?
We got to
or
back
Chrome?
up, Casey. We got to
Yeah.
back up. Sorry. Atlassian is the parent company that purchased the browser company. So the browser company
Browser
is
company
the
of
one,
New York.
Browser company of New York. True. Which,
Not to be confused with
honestly,
the browser company of somewhere else.
Can I
Exactly.
say? I do
true.
want to say that's a pretty sick name.
Yeah.
I actually think of all the things that they made, their name is the coolest.
Okay.
So I could do Browser Company of California, and I
You
would
could
be
trash
okay.
unless it's taken. That's kind of Google's thing, but maybe you could maybe
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
You could be the other browser company. But can you just
It's a Chromium fork. So they made a Chromium fork first in they made Arc. Arc was this browser that was like a Chromium fork, but they did a lot more stuff than like normal for these Chromium forks. They wrote like their own whole like UI kit thing and all this other, so that you could do a bunch of stuff that was not possible to do before in a Chromium fork. They like moved tabs around and let you do like tab groups. And so they took like everybody's favorite extensions and built it like faster and better in like a native way that was supposed to work better for everybody. And people are like, wow, this browser's sick. I love tabs on the side. I'm going to make that my whole personality is that I have tabs on the side of my browser instead on the top. I'm so much cooler and better than you.
It is better. It is objectively better to have tabs on the side.
Thank you for proving my point. And so then after they had that for a while, they were not getting a lot of market share. Believe it or not, not a lot of normies thought, tabs on the side is worth me figuring out what the heck browsers are. So then they were like, you know what we need to do? Casey, can you guess what they needed to do after they didn't get market share?
Yeah, I mean, they did it, like you said, they did AI. I'm sure that was, I mean, that's obvious, right? AI pivot is like that, just where, there's literally just the thing where it's like, it's like someone is dropping money out of the top of a building, and there's all these like dudes with buckets running like
I need to cash in on some
and
AI
like it's
money,
coming down
real.
on the AI side, and they're all running over there hoping to catch some of it before they stop dumping the money out of the top.
I need to catch some for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Hey,
and
Trash,
for
are
real.
you tasting like a wave of nacho flavor over there or anything that you want to report?
Dude, like, I just finished my bowl of cereal, and I was like, I'm still hungry, so.
Does anyone have a connection at Frito-Lay in the audience? Please, if you're a YouTube viewer later or you're in Twitch chat right now,
True.
At least half of the people in this call would shill Frito-Lay like none other on this podcast. Just throwing it out there.
True.
Okay. So
Back to topic. Yep, sorry.
So
Go.
literally somebody just spent $610 million to buy a browser that because they put the tabs on the side.
So, well, here's the deal: is they built that browser, so that was called Arc. But then, of course, as TJ said, no one used it. So then they actually built a second one called Dia.
Awful.
And Dia is
After
supposed to be
D's
all
nuts.
after D's nuts. That's what it's named for. And apparently, it was so heavily AI indifferent that they actually had to roll back some of it and kind of go a bit more traditional than they were originally going for on it because people just couldn't understand it at all. And Atlassian saw this browser and they said, "We'll give you 610." And you know what? We need an AI browser. And that was the whole pitch of the 2-minute meeting.
Oh, just wait, Brian, stop. Trash said he has a joke.
I got a joke.
Play it, Trash.
They had no idea what they were doing.
I don't even get it. I'm actually missing the joke.
I have no idea what the joke is at all, but I don't know what the software is either. So
The browser's called Dia, so I said they had no idea what they're doing.
Oh, man. Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Alright.
Did that just fly over everyone's head except for Dia?
Dude, I couldn't help it because I was thinking of idea as an intelligent. And I was like, Trash, it's a very different set of productivity tools.
No, chat got it. Trash. Chat is spamming.
They all got it. They were spamming. They get it. Man.
got
At least someone
Trash.
gets me.
Dude,
Okay, yeah.
I'm getting that into a short just for me and you. I don't care if no
wait,
one else
but
watches
Prime,
that.
what, or I guess I should say, Trash, are you sure they didn't have a idea what they were doing?
Oh, man.
Yeah, they definitely had a couple ideas. I don't even know.
No,
I'm gone.
Trash,
I'm done.
finish the sentence. You got to think of something. Don't leave it hanging. Figure it out.
Dude, AI idea, that's pretty good.
Okay, look. Here's my first question among many.
Yes.
My first question is, what does it say about your company that the people you're buying are like, we're going to need an all-cash offer for that?
Dude,
They're
they make
like,
so
we
much
don't
money.
want stock in whatever this thing
That's
is that
pretty
you've
hilarious.
got here because it looks dire. Like, what does that say that it was an all-cash offer?
My guess is, so actually, I just assume that literally the browser company is just cash in the bag. Like, that's what it says to me when you get an all-cash offer, is that you are just taking the money.
And
You have
running.
probably some contractual period that some amount of people have to work for a heightened salary for some amount of time. And the other people are just going to be like, and then do the disappearing thing.
100%.
But still, it's like...
I kind of figured they had a bunch of investors they needed to pay back
Okay.
from before. I have no idea. This is just pure
But even
speculation.
then,
Yeah.
if investors were like, oh, we can get a nice chunk of Atlassian now, they would have been like, cool. But here they're like, nope, we do not want that. Like, don't Don't be doing that.
To be fair, Atlassian is the only company I know of that has built a product that is universally hated, and they're a $1 billion company. Like people hate Jira.
Yeah, Trash.
And they are
What?
$1 billion company.
What you
I'm
got, Trash?
so impressed that a company can make so many things that are so bad, but be like number one and everything. Like it's like
Are you talking about
impressive.
Microsoft again? Dude, we're
Yeah,
talking
we
about
talked
Atlassian.
Microsoft last time.
Yeah. But dude, like it's kind of crazy. Like when you just talk to the whole user base and they're just collectively against this company.
Yeah, but you know
That's
who
the
likes
magic
it,
of
Trash?
enterprise. That's what enterprise is
I
about.
know.
So the
Right.
way enterprise
Managers
software
love it.
The way enterprise software works is you make absolute dog poop. So think Salesforce or something, right? And then you have like a
There goes that
giant
sponsorship.
apparatus that goes out to someone's company and convinces upper level management that it's really useful, and then they buy it. And then all of your employees hate it. That's enterprise software. That is what it is, right?
This is
the
like
people who are
SAP.
using it don't actually get a say in the decision, which is why it's so terrible.
Yeah, my buddy who works at like a food distribution place used to work in sales. They had their own thing, and then they moved to SAP. He literally was like, I have to get out of here because all I do now is answer customer calls of where did our huge pallets of food go? Because they can't find them anymore. They they had lost so much stuff because they switched their inventory system because big companies use SAP. We're a
Yep.
big company now. And
No,
then
it's
bad.
awful. And this is the same with like all the the HR software and the health insurance management and all that stuff. It's just all like complete garbage, but that's because that is not how it works. Like the people who actually use it have like no say, right? It's somebody who's like looking at like budgetary numbers and compliance issues and legal and all that stuff, and they're just signing off on it, and then everyone gets to suffer. That's like what it is. So it's not surprising because enterprise software just isn't about delivering quality software and never was, as far as I can tell.
So to be fair, I feel like if I were to try to build Jira feature for feature, I might end in a very similar place.
Oh, it's the same. It's the same result for sure.
Yeah, right. Like if I really had to build something that made every manager happy, but tried to make every employee also happy, I think I'd end up in the exact same spot where every employee hates it, half the managers like it, and I'm just like, well, I tried.
Well, I made $1 billion. Whatever.
It's trying to solve the Jira in particular is trying to solve the problem of when our project's going to be finished.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
can't you
good.
just return rand mod?
That would be a more effective strategy.
Yeah, return
be a more
rand
effective
mod
strategy.
2 years or something, and
Yes.
whatever comes back, it's like that. There you go. This
Yeah.
is our new AI prediction model.
A bunch of if statements.
So what do we think this browser is going to look like? So I think like in the
great
advertisement they
question.
say it's for like the worker, right? So we have a
Knowledge
tab.
workers.
Yeah, knowledge worker. We have a tab of
1
like,
billion of them too. Trash. There's
yeah.
1 billion knowledge workers worldwide.
Yeah. I don't even know where that number came from, but sure. I mean, I saw it. I don't know how we derived that. But
How many knowledge twerkers are there exactly? That's what I
exactly
want.
one, and that's me.
The,
I was gonna try to twerk. I
remaining
can't twerk.
billion. The
Trash,
remaining
do it.
billions.
No, I can't
Yeah,
twerk. I
Trash,
can't twerk.
do it right now. You cannot come out
100%
with that and not.
I
Trash?
cannot twerk,
TJ,
dude.
This is a family-friendly
Oh,
show.
true.
You will
Yeah.
not get trashed.
We'll save that for Cron Digital. Anyways, go ahead, Trash. Sorry. You were
No,
asking
but-
about knowledge
but-
workers.
Yeah, so they're obviously it sounds like their sales pitch was like you have a lot of tabs, so like Confluence, Trello, God forbid. God forbid you use Trello. I don't know anyone that uses Trello.
Trello
Okay,
is,
what is Trello? Can you guys tell me what the hell Trello is? This by the same company?
Trello is Jira, but with color crayons.
No,
But is it the same company or is it a different company?
it's owned by Atlassian
It's owned
as
by
well.
Atlassian.
And it's
Wait,
a
what?
Kanban board. That's it. It's just a drag and
Okay.
drop tasks between places.
So so are you supposed to, if you are a proper enterprise doing serious development,
No,
are you
I think
supposed to have Jira and Trello, or you just
No.
have one or the other?
Trello is for side projects and startups, but not anymore because they got bought by Atlassian, so now it's like lame.
Isn't it linear or whatever is like the new?
That's the
Yeah.
alternative to Jira, right?
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
it's the new
guys.
computer.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is for me, I feel like this is kind of the funniest thing because everybody I know who liked browsers made by the browser company liked it I'm going to just say it. Here's my hot take. 97.3% of the reason they liked it was because they had cool promotional videos that made you feel like a cool person. And now they're owned by Atlassian. Your artsy hipster browser is owned by the universally hated enterprise company. How can you get a good product? They're going to get chewed up and spat out by the Jira machine. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
It's going to be bad.
To be fair, when they did, so Jira did do a 2-minute-ish video kind of saying why they bought it and how they're going to use AI and we have too many tabs and all that. The browser company did an 18-second video where it just like looked at some leaves and a little mouse came up and just clicked twice and then it just said like coming soon or some
the
crap
next
like
chapter
that.
or something like that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. All of their videos are like, so when we did terminal.shop launch week, we parodied like what they did intentionally as like a meme and tried to take ourselves as seriously as they could. And I think we still didn't reach that level. Like, I still couldn't take myself as seriously in a parody as they did. So it's like, I don't know how getting acquired by Atlassian is going to go over with their audience base. It would be like your favorite local coffee shop gets bought up by Starbucks. Right. And they're like, we're still going to be independent.
Yeah.
Guys, we're still just a small coffee shop fighting against the man. I did take
the browser company of New York is now wearing like a full like 3-piece suit like kind of thing from Wall Street, and they're sitting in Greenwich Village, and you're just like, guys,
they
you're
used
not
to have
passing.
the curly mustache and the bow tie. Now they have the suit on and all that.
Yeah.
They're not the hipsters anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And so that part is, I don't know how that's going to go over. As for everybody's reaction who I knew used Arc before, that a lot of them left when the D's nuts scenario happened.
Right.
Like, they were all like, my artsy browser, it's gone.
Serious question. Do you all actually switch browsers? Ever?
I did switch to Zen eventually just to try it out.
Okay.
The side tabs. I wanted to see were the side tabs any
like
good.
I said.
Is it good? Did you find
I
it,
actually
way
really
better?
my actually favorite part's the essentials. You actually have like 3 different levels of things you can say as like super important, sort of important, and then just everything else. And like that's been pretty useful.
Okay. It's funny because like I just been using the same setup for years, and I just see all these people like switching to this and this, and then they ultimately come back to where I was, and I'm just like, what?
Casey, what browser are you using? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, Casey.
Microsoft Edge.
Currently Brave, but not for any real reason other than I just wanted a Chromium-based browser because Firefox kind of tanked. Like, it doesn't really... Firefox, like, barely runs anymore. It's kind of questionable, so...
Firefox is actually awful. Firefox, I'm using Zen is Firefox based. It is awful.
It's pretty bad now, and I don't expect it to get much better, so I don't know, like... I use browsers begrudgingly, obviously, and I don't really have to use them for much actual, like, work, except that now that I do have a website that I have to maintain, it's more work. Like, so I actually do, unfortunately, spend more time in browsers than I would like. So if there was, like, some really amazing browser, that'd be great, but the problem with browsers is usually not the browser, it's the web architecture, so I don't really see how switching a web browser is really going to help much, you know. I don't see it being something that's going to be useful long term. Putting like some kind of random, you know, sprinkling of fairy dust over the top of the same underlying engine is not going to solve any problems that I have, really.
Yeah.
So.
It's almost as if I wish I could order something through SSH, right?
It's true. If only there was an alternative way in which the internet could be
Trash,
had.
where is your bag?
I don't
Do
have
I need
it.
to order coffee via
What do you mean?
WSL?
You didn't get it yet?
No, he
Do
did.
I need
He
to do
took a picture of it.
WSL and then SSH and then order coffee?
Yes, you
I
can.
saved this
I don't
to
have
open.
one. I don't have one.
Oh,
that was
trash,
someone
what's up?
else's picture.
Oh, what? You still haven't gotten yours?
No. Was I supposed to get one?
Yes.
100%.
Unless
did
you
not get
lied to me and you said you signed up for Cron for no reason and then you didn't do it.
one. I actually did not.
Okay,
I
well, then
completely
that's why.
forgot. I completely forgot. I will do
Here.
it.
Casey, check this out.
Yes.
Get really
dude, that
close
is
to the camera.
when I get mine. I'm not even gonna open it. I'm just gonna put it in my office.
Trash, I'll send you some more.
Dude,
Here's a
so
question
cool.
for you.
Spring to the tower.
We were making fun of Trash because he did unhashtag ads ad.
Just in case, you know, I don't want to be mistaken about any of this. Could you tell me something about, like, the flavor and quality of this coffee since I can't myself experience it right now?
Just to be clear, this is for entertainment purposes only and does not constitute an advertisement. I just want that to be clear before we do this, because somebody on here got themselves in a little hot water on X.com, the everything application. This one is a medium blend from Papua New Guinea.
Okay.
It's not just any coffee, not just your hero type. Type hero reference. That one's for you. Yep. Hashtag ad is a harmony of dried fruit, milk chocolate, and floral peach.
Oh.
And
The
we're
coffee's
actually
pretty
going to
good.
add this
That's
bag.
good.
We're going to add this bag to the shop for a little bit as a limited time, so that some people who weren't Cron members can get them. Because I know there's a lot of trash supporters out there. Yeah.
I can't drink caffeinated coffee anymore because I get too I get too wired.
Casey, we got a sick decaf blend, 404.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
One sec.
and I have not had this, and I don't have a bag of this for what reason again?
Well, when you go to
Because
the
you
tab,
haven't gone on to SSH, terminal.shop.
Do I look like someone who knows how to use SSH to you? I'm the person who still does not understand and will never understand why I have to use SFTP to transfer files instead of just, when I'm in SSH, just saying put the thing. Like how is that not a thing?
You just said you're an SSH. You just lied to me.
What?
There you go.
Got
Here you go,
him.
like this, Casey. 404, caffeine not found.
Yes.
I'll send you some. Talk to me.
But
Talk to me after.
You guys know what I'm saying, right? Isn't that confusing? I don't understand it. How come you have to, like, if you're in SSH, why can't you just transfer files through that?
You
Does
can't-
seem like
it's
you should be able to.
SCP, secured copy.
Copy.
You can just type SCP now and copy something from the local machine to the remote machine without
the
running
80s,
SSH.
the 80s were wild.
Can you actually do that?
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
just
SCP
literally do
exists, I'm
SCP
pretty sure,
dash
yeah.
help. You just it's it's literally just SSH for files.
rsync, true. rsync is even better. It was crazy because like they made rsync and then after that they made Dropbox, and Dropbox is really just rsync wraps.
No. Okay. I want to get this straight. I want to get this straight because you guys might be lying to me here. I want to.
No.
I want to know you're telling
No,
me the truth.
SCP is real.
SCP is real.
It's
So
on every,
if you
like,
are
have,
in an
just open up
SSH
your terminal right now. Use Weasel 2
Okay.
and just type in SCP dash help.
No. I mean, in an SSH
You're in a
session.
SSH. You want to just be like, I'm on this machine. I want to copy something.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking
bidirectionally.
about.
Got you. I don't know if that's possible.
See? This
I
is
see
what I'm
what
saying.
you're
Like, you're right there. You're on the machine. You have a tunnel set up. You just want the thing to transfer a frickin' file. And it's like,
Z upload, is that a thing?
nah, bro.
That sounds like a site
idea.
were you download NX. And you can
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm just
does.
throwing
Yes,
it out
it
there,
does.
guys.
Yes, it does.
Are you ready to move to the next thing here?
Yes.
At the end of the day, nobody knows what happened with Jira, so we're just gonna have to call that one a no.
Well,
like,
we're gonna have to wait and find out.
I know, but I've talked. Every single person I've talked to just said, I have no idea. I have never understood. I have no idea what they're gonna do with this, other than ruin
it's-
it.
No one's gonna use it. 100%.
Teach, production's down.
I don't concern myself with such matters.
What do you mean production doesn't concern you?
I've shipped 37, nay, 38 features today.
Teach always makes the mess and I always clean it up. I'm better than that. I don't have to be a janitor. Someone has to be the adult around here. Who is that?
It's me, your West LA godfather.
John Carmack?
What? No, it's me, Trash.
Oh. Wait! Are you here to finally get management to understand software?
What? I'm a West LA godfather, not a miracle worker.
Oh. Then why are you here?
I'm here to tell you about Seer by Sentry, the world's first AI debugger that actually has access to all of your logs, stack traces, code, commit history, and more. Code breaks, but you can get the fixed faster with Seer.
Who are you talking to?
What?
Build with AI, fix with Sentry.